This is just an overview of using your TI-84 calculator. Here you have your number pad 0 through 9. Here you have your operations, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, and we would use enter as our equals sign. We have our trig keys up here, and log and exponential keys here. And then we have a few special buttons. We use x squared a lot, so there's a special button for x squared and to find the square root of a number. A couple of the constants stored in your calculator are the pi and e. And so I'm sure you've used pi before when working with circles, when you're finding the area of a circle or there's like the circumference of a circle. And if I just put pi and enter, you can see that it's 3.1415 and so on and so forth. A number that you probably haven't worked with maybe so much is e, and e is equal to 2.718282, and it goes on and on. We use e when interest is compounded continuously in finance, or in biology when you have continual growth of bacteria, or in chemistry when you have radioactive decay. Those are some times that you'll use E, and again, to access that you would just go second and the division key, and you would have your E. So let's say we want to enter some exponents. If I wanted to find 2 squared, I could just go 2 and press the squared key, and it would make the superscript of 2 to show that it's an exponent. I would press enter and get 4. I could also use my caret key, and then I have a little box as an exponent, and I could put 2 there and enter and would get 4 again. When I use squared, I usually just use this x squared key because it's just a 1 keystroke and you're done and it's easy. Say I want to find 2 cubed. There's 2 different ways I could do that. Here in your math button, you can see that I can find the cubed root or something cubed. If I choose number 3, I'm going to find that number cubed. Number 4 is the cubed root of a number. So let's say I want to find 2 cubed. I would have to go out of this first, put my number, go into math, and select number 3 and press enter, and I would get that 2 cubed is 8. Now another way I can do that is to go 2 raised to the 3rd power and enter and get 8. I kind of think that's a little bit easier than going into the math and doing all that. Also, when you have something, if you want to raise something to the 4th or 5th or 6th or something beyond x squared or x cubed, you would want to go ahead and use your caret key. So if I have 2 raised to the 12th power, okay, it's going to be a little bit big number, so that would be that. So I want to find the square root of 49. I would need to go second x squared to get my root symbol, and then I can put 49, enter, and it would equal 7. If I want to find the cubed root of a number, I could go into the math and go down to number 4, and you can use your arrow keys or you can just select number 4, press enter. You can see here it has 3 as my index, and let's say I want to put 27 in and enter, and I would get the cubed root of 27 is 3. So that works well if you have the cubed root of something, but if I want to find the 4th or the 5th or the 6th root of something, I would need to use this key right here where it has x as my index, and then I would enter whatever index I wanted. Let's go down. I'll just select number 5. Okay, so I have this little, it says answer here. I want to go over, and on your calculator it might just have a box. That's what I've seen mostly. So I'm going to go delete. And so as I've seen most calculators, this is what I see, where you have a little box and you input. Let's say I want to find the 4th root of 16. And I would get the answer 2. That would be how you find, any root that you wanted to find, which is pretty nice. Another nice little feature about your calculator, let's say you end up with an answer that it's 0.625 and you wanted your answer in a fraction. You can come up here to Math and select number 1, where it's saying whatever the number is here, it's going to change it to a fraction. I have 0.625 and I want to convert that to a fraction. You hit enter and it tells you that 0.625 is equivalent to 5/8. So those are just some basic functions on your calculator. One other thing that I would add is this key right here is to negate a number. It's to make a number negative, where this key is your subtraction operation. So if I were going to if I wanted to say, okay, I want to find 6 minus 3, if I did 6 and I used this key down here to go minus 3 and enter, it would give me an error. And so if I went, well, okay, what's my error? Then it would highlight this right here saying, okay, you used the wrong key there. Then if I wanted to, okay, I want to find 6 minus 3, and then it would give me my answer. So just kind of be aware of that as you go through, that this is the operation of subtraction, where this is making a number negative. I'll have other videos on how to graph functions and information that we can find from graphing functions, such as the horizontal intercepts, how to find a window, the maxes and mins of a quadratic function, other things like that that will help you in your algebra studies.